Hey Dads, welcome to Cooking with Cameron, coming to you on the Fathering channel. Time to open up, let's get into the kitchen, and I've got a special guest to teach us how to make a chicken pesto pasta. Should be fun. Well, g'day Dads, great you could join us in the kitchen. Tonight, as I said, I've got a special visitor, actually two visitors. I've got my sister down from Melbourne and also her partner, Brett. So I'm bringing Brett. Come on in, Brett.
Hey, Cam.
Welcome to the kitchen.
Thanks for having me in the kitchen today.
It's great to have you. Now, it's Stepfather's Week.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are we classifying you yet as a stepfather?
Have you built the Lambo?
No.
Oh, well, I'll still be the stepfather.
You're still the stepfather?
Still the stepfather.
So my sister's got two kids. Now, Brett, you've come along. Do you have kids? You know, like you're not a young spring chicken, but are you? What are you bringing into the family?
Looks.
Looks. Oh, blimey, we're in trouble then, aren't we? You don't have any kids, so
No.
you've walked into a family of mum and two kids.
Yep.
And you're now a stepdad.
Stepdad, yeah.
You can't help bad luck, can you?
I think it's pretty good luck.
Pretty good? Awesome. So we're going to get cooking, and as we cook, Dads, we're going to have a bit of a chat. I'm going to ask Brett a few more questions, but tonight they've asked us to cook a meal that they cook at home, and I'm assuming you cook this meal predominantly?
Yeah, Mick and I both share the cooking at home.
So this is one that they've pulled together. It's a chicken pesto pasta. So we've got some pasta already boiling in the background. Now we've got to make the pesto. How long is this going to take us to make the pesto?
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Pretty straightforward.
Pretty simple. Then we're going to just quickly fry off some chicken. Then we're going to throw it all into a pot.
Throw it all together.
Throw it
Pop
all
it in
together.
the oven for 20 minutes.
Beautiful.
Dinner.
So Dads, really easy dinner. And one thing I like that I'm seeing here is we've got the good old Brussels sprouts.
The good old Brussels sprouts. You know, you wouldn't even know it's Brussels sprouts in it.
There you go, Dads. How to get your kids to eat Brussels sprouts. So let's get into it. What do we need to do, Brett?
Okay, we need to get the Brussels sprouts.
Yep.
Give them a quick steam, and that don't need to make them mushy, but just to make them a little bit soft. And we'll cut them in half and put them in the blender after.
Right. So why are we cooking these just?
Just to give them that bit of flavour and take away what is it? The acidity.
Take away some of the bitterness.
Out of them, exactly.
Again, most people don't like Brussels sprouts because they're either mushy or raw.
The traditional English grey mushy Brussels sprouts.
So we're just going to throw those into a bowl we've got here and bung them in the burner in the microwave for about 2 minutes just to steam them up.
Yep.
So can I let you, if you want to do that?
I'll get it. Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, that's the word, Brussels sprouts. Okay, Dad. So we've halved the Brussels sprouts. They're in the microwave. So Brett,
Yep.
apparently we need some
spring onions.
How many of the spring onions are we doing?
It's your recipes following
your,
in that.
Your recipe.
We'll send the way you.
So about half of that
About
bunch?
half of that's fine.
About half the bunch. Okay, do you want to start prepping that up?
Sure.
And the garlic. Now, the recipe's going to say 2 to 3. We love garlic. We're probably going to put 6 to 10. So to get the garlic, this is nice, it's really good.
Crush it up. And then we get the kids to pick it all up.
And then we get the kids
house.
to pick it up. One went this way, I have no idea where it ended up. But by just giving it a big smash, breaks it up. Looks good. Now this is nice and simple. So everything in the pot together.
Everything straight in the blender. We just pop it on for a bit, blend it all up.
Okay.
Good to go.
So I'm using raw cashews. You can use roasted cashews. Don't use salted. No, you don't want salted. You want either raw or roasted. Now, how long are we going to be blitzing this for?
Oh, it's a by eye thing till it looks well truly mixed in together.
Okay.
And it's got some nice consistency to it.
So,
what have we got there? The citric
acid? It's going to have citric acid in it, Dad. Citric acid, lemon juice. And it's only just
a sprinkle.
A sprinkle. You don't want a lot, just a little bit. Okay, and do we need some oil there
Yep,
as well?
we need 1.5 cups of our rice bran oil.
1.5 cup. I reckon this is probably
And again, this is just, we start off with the 1.5 cups, see how it looks. If it needs a little bit more, we pop a little bit more in.
Sal, can I get some film just here for us? Cool, next time. Okay, well that's now to make some noise. Let's have a look at that. How's that looking there, Brett?
Yep, that's looking pretty good.
You know what we've got to do though?
Taste it?
We've got to taste it.
Right out.
Righty, Brett. That's a pretty simple pesto, isn't it? Didn't take long. That was only blending for maybe 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And we might have even blended it a bit too much. If you want it finer, blend it longer.
Cool.
Look, Dad, this is a pretty basic flavour. My sister has food intolerances, and so it's pretty basic. You can add to that.
Can add things into it, add things later on when we
Yep.
pop the pasta in.
That's it.
We'll pop a
So-
bit of Parmesan on.
So that's really good. Okay, Dad, we're going to put that aside now for a moment. We're going to get into just cooking up some chicken. Righty, Dad, that dead set was only about 10 minutes. Now we've overmade what we need. It freezes. So how much are we going to use for the actual recipe?
Well, what we got tonight, probably 3 or 4 tablespoons we'll pop in tonight.
So we've probably made about
make
20
sure- yeah, make
tablespoons worth?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we can freeze it. So it's a great one. If you get home late, you need something quick, there's some pesto, you can bung it through. You can put it just straight into the pasta and that'll work nicely. But we're going to put a bit of meat into there. So we've got some chicken. How are we cooking that chicken up, mate?
We'll just take it out, cube it, and then
Okay.
we'll pop it in the fry pan and lightly fry it off. Don't need to go too far because we're going to put it in the oven for 20 minutes.
Still going to get cooked
So
off
it's
in the
just
oven.
a matter of coating it in the pesto is what we're looking for.
And we're just going to brown it off a bit.
Brown it.
Excellent. Well, do you want to start cutting that up? Yeah, you're now a stepfather.
Yeah.
What's one of the challenges you face being a stepdad?
I don't know. To going from being a single person, you probably had, I don't know, you've got more responsibilities now, and it's not just looking out for yourself. It's making sure that the kids are fine, checking their homework, and seeing if they need any support there, what they like for dinner, and just engaging and checking in with them.
Yep.
Whereas,
So that's the difficult part, is it?
No,
That's what I asked you. What was the difficult part? You said checking in with them. No, it's all good. How have the kids taken to you?
Yep, no, we're going well. I guess because, as you know, I've known Nick for 20 odd years,
Yep.
so I actually knew the kids before.
Yeah.
Not that we had a lot to do, but it wasn't so I was just someone coming straight in.
Yeah.
And Nick and I spent some time of not going, of just being friends, and
Yep.
that prior to we started going out.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just that straight in. It was a very gradual thing.
Yep.
And that was very important to me too, that the kids were accepting and that and part of dating Nick and going ahead with our relationship moving forward. They were a big part that had to be comfortable and happy as well.
Yep.
Cool. So if you're looking for challenges, that was one of the things wasn't a challenge, but just to make sure that they were happy.
Yeah.
And that was very important, and that was both Nick and I one of the key things.
While Brett's cutting up, I've started cooking off the chicken, and then I've just got in trouble off my sister because I haven't done it right. Apparently, I meant to put the pesto in when I'm cooking the chicken. But what I'm trying to actually do is not overload my pan because we do have a lot of chicken. So I'm just going to cook some of this off, and then as I cook the other stuff, I'm going to throw the pesto in, then combine it all together. And now I'm going to do as my sister tells me. And we'll go. Oops, sorry. You can dress him up, but you can't take him anywhere. The production crew are telling me to do more. What's this mean?
If you're a rigger, I think that means lower it.
Yeah, that's it. So as you can see, Dad, this is all about eye. As you cook more, you get used to it. You know what you like. You know how strong the flavors are going to be. And see, because now this is going to really upset her because I put more chicken back in, so it's going to change the balance. Let's throw another bit of pesto in there. Alrighty, Dads, we're about 70% cooked. If you look at the chicken, there's still uncooked bits. We're about to bung it in the burner for another 20 minutes. That's going to finish it off. So the whole idea, get it pre-cooking so that once we get it in the oven. Now we've got a bit of extra greens because there's not enough green in here at the moment. So we're going to throw some more green beans in.
Yep, let's get some beans.
Yeah, doesn't matter if they're a bit raw. Again, it's a crunch. If they're not cooked, you've got a nice crunch flavour into there. So while you're cutting those, I might join you as well. So I asked you before, what's a hard thing about, what's one of the challenges about being a stepdad? What's one of the joys about, what's something you found an absolute joy?
Just the kids, just having people to share things with and, to, I may say impart knowledge, but they may say torment sometimes, but it's fantastic. Just sharing their everyday life and what they've been up to and what we're doing and to be just engage them and be engaged by them.
Cool, no worries. So if you've got one thing you'd say to someone that's about to become a stepdad, one little bit of advice, what would you throw them?
A bit of advice, just make sure the kids are happy and they're the most important people. And for me, and if you're going to become their dad, you've got to take on that responsibility, and it's not to be taken on lightly. It's a big step.
Done. Okay, so there's a couple of big handfuls of green beans. You don't like green beans? Bad luck. Put something else in. Really, that's what it's about. Yeah. And it looks like a nice healthy dish.
It's fantastic.
You can eat that, obviously cooked a bit more, just like that. But we're now going to mix it with some pasta and put it in the oven and turn it into a pasta bake. Yeah. So let's get that set up. Righty, Dads, we've got it all together. We're going to wrap it up. Dinner's going to be on the table in about 25 minutes. So don't stress. Tell the kids to just hang around a bit longer. Pasta's already cooked. Chicken mix is looking amazing. So now we're going to blend it all together, don't we?
Yep.
So do you want to pour some of that in there? And I'm going to glove up. Now you can do this mixing it into pots, whatever. Now Brett's going to open up. Now the Parmesan, you can use full cheese, you can use part cheese, whatever cheese you like. We've got Parmesan and we're not going for a full, do you want to start grating it over the top? It's just a light coating. It's not a heavy, thick cheese we're putting on there. We just want a light garnish. I love your version of a garnish.
Oh, I love my cheese.
You love your cheese. Excellent. No worries, Dads. Look, that's going to go into the burner for 20-25 minutes, basically until the cheese is melted through, the chicken's finished cooking, and it's going to be amazing. Hey, Brett, thanks for showing us this recipe today.
Thanks for having me on, Cam. Fantastic.
It's a pleasure. Anyway, Dads, we'll be back shortly, and we'll be ready to serve up. Well, Dads, 25 minutes. Our top's nice and crunchy. Brett, it's been a pleasure to have you in the kitchen.
Thanks, Cam. Thanks for inviting me.
And look, it's an honour and great that you're getting in there and fulfilling that role of a stepfather. I want to encourage you to keep going, keep having a crack. And as I think you said before, you're just thrown in the deep end and you've got to work it out as you go.
That's it.
That's it.
Make it up as you go.
Make it up as you go. So, Dads, like my recipes, you make it up as you go. But you know what we need to do? We've got to steal a little bit. I've got a little bit that's crunchy.
I got a little bit with the plenty of cheese I put on.
Yeah, that's what.
Fantastic.
Well, Dads, it's a great simple meal. And really, if your kids don't like big flavours, this is something for them. They'll love it. If you want more flavour, you can have more flavour. Let's call this a base recipe to start with. So Dads, over to you. Get into the kitchen, have a crack, get in there with your mates, get in there with your kids, have a go, try something different. Till next time, Dads, keep being great dads.